It is.
I think I would probably, I'm not a financialist, but I would probably start higher than 5 and then bring it down to blowjob.
Smart man. Either $1,000 for a picture with the Angle Wings Memorial, you savage white girl, or let's call it 2.5 blowjobs, but we can bargain. It's like one.
Okay, how about 2 and you don't have to explain to me what half a blowjob is? Fair enough. I hope we're recording. That was good.
Oh, yeah, we're recording.
It's just bits.
It's just tits podcast. Got him.
Oh, that's the, well, no, I think our all-female version should be It's Just Clits, in my opinion.
Yeah, it's just clits, it's just crits, it's just
Oh, It's Just
shits.
Crits. Stay tuned for that, folks. We're going to play D&D.
Yeah, and It's Just Shits is where we both podcast on the toilet and zoom in.
So now.
Help. We both ate Indian food before this.
I would never.
Have you ever eaten Indian food? You don't look
No.
like the type of guy who has.
No, I won't.
I think that's racist. I think you're being racist.
No, it's not about race. It's just about, it's tangentially connected to race.
I was going to say, the name of the food is Indian food.
Warmer climates have more spices because food goes bad faster in warmer climates, so you got to disguise that.
Indian food's pretty bland.
Is it?
Yeah.
Why do I hear
It's
so
not
many
that
jokes
spicy.
about people
Because
shitting
they
to death?
don't know what they're ordering, and they're like, give me this. And it's got like 9 chili peppers next to it, and they're like, it's probably fine. It's like,
Okay,
no.
so I'll just
just
be the
ordered
guy
the-
that asks the waiter, like, get kids menu.
It's not spicy.
What do
not even-
you people call mac and cheese?
I ordered all off the adult menu, and I was just like, is any of this spicy? And he's like, nah. And it was all fucking phenomenal.
I'm sure it's good.
Also, you'd like naan. It's their version
I
of
do
bread.
like naan bread.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's good. And
Yeah,
then
no.
it opens up to make like a Hot Pocket. It's essentially you're eating a Hot Pocket with an all-organic Hot Pocket. That's what you're...
It's a Hot Pocket, but I don't have to be ashamed of it.
No, you're still going to shit your pants afterwards, but but it won't burn.
Hot Pocket doesn't make me shit see, that's what my gut knows how to deal with a Hot Pocket.
Oh, okay.
It does not know how to deal with biryani,
Indian
which
food.
I think is Indian food.
Oh, well, I didn't shit my pants after Indian food, but that's because I have an iron gut. But that's the only reason.
It's the part of your body that works.
That's the only part of my body that works is gut. The other day I had an upset stomach, and I'm like, why do I have an upset stomach? And I went back through all the things I'd eaten, and it was like about a pound of raw fish, about a pound of raw fish,
That'll do you.
Cocoa Krispies, milk that might have been too old. There was like a bunch of alcohol the night before. I think I had cough syrup. I was on hydrocodone at the time.
It's the beginning of Wolf of Wall Street,
It was
except
like
boring.
It was insane the amount, like everything I had eaten in the past 48 hours could have been the reason my stomach was upset, and my stomach.
But
was
only
just,
one of them was, which means
no,
you're immune to all of those
them
things.
communally were, but my stomach was only a little bit upset, and I'm like, if I was a mortal man, stomach-wise at least, I would be dead.
Don't you think it's more fun that most of that stuff had zero effect on you, but one of those things
It had a
slightly
little bit.
upset
It was
you?
probably the Cocoa Krispies, for being totally honest. Because chocolate and sushi just don't mix.
No, I mean, raw fish and humans don't mix, and yet, fuck you, God.
You would be shocked how close together the raw fish and Cocoa Krispies were. Would be. It's a concerning. Not an hour.
What the fuck? That's the same meal.
No,
There's not an hour between it.
It was
That's just
two
a
separate
meal with a break.
meals. It's 2 separate meals. I didn't get enough sushi, so I was still hungry.
No. You just got in a heated conversation and forgot to eat your side. Is what that is.
It was a 45-minute gap.
At least it's closer to an hour than half an hour.
It was 2 episodes of something.
There you go. That make you feel good. 2 episodes of Jeopardy, perhaps, which I watched a lot of last night and will do again tonight because I just found out it's on Netflix.
No, it was 2 episodes of Robot Chicken.
I like that show. Well, then you
You're a
deserved
monster.
what you got. Watch 2 episodes, at least with the commercials.
No. 2 episodes of How I Met Your Mother is what it actually was. With commercials. So, with Hulu commercials, though, so it wasn't.
So it's not that
it's
long.
like 25 minutes.
I was watching Seinfeld with a girl on Hulu,
Don't do that.
which, no, I know. I said was.
I'm not doing it now.
But I felt extremely emasculated because apparently she had a premium version of Hulu, so she was getting through episodes faster than me because my ads were longer.
Oh, the amount of times I've screamed at Kylie. The amount of times I've abused
Committed
Kylie.
domestic abuse.
Just beat the shit out of her because she won't upgrade her Hulu. The amount of times I have fucking donkey punched her without even having sex with her, which is just punching somebody in the back of the head.
Regular old assault.
Because she refuses to upgrade her Hulu. And I'm like, it's an extra $4, you monster.
$9? Are you kidding me?
No, it's an extra $4.
That's $9.
Total?
Isn't Hulu $5?
Hulu is $9. Upgraded Hulu is $15.
That's where all my money's going.
Yeah, you signed up when it was $5. It's gone up.
Well, that's probably it.
My dad got
That is where all my money's going, I'm sure.
My dad got the 4K version of Netflix because I signed him up for Netflix. And then I've been using that for a while because it's awesome. It's super high def.
You don't know. No one needs 4K. You know what 4K is for? To annoy editors. That's its only fucking function.
I noticed the difference between 1080 and 4K. I really do.
I barely notice the difference between 1080 and 720. Actually, I do notice when it's 4K.
You might need glasses,
but it's
buddy.
just they're perfect.
The glasses.
I swear to God,
perfect.
nothing's blurry right now.
Lies.
Things get a lot of times. Shit's blurry.
Yeah, you need glasses.
There's like not. You know what it is? It's not blurry. There's like tracers of light coming off it.
That's.
Is that glasses?
Yeah, you need glasses.
I don't know if glasses fix that.
Yeah, it's an astigmatism.
You're not a fucking doctor.
No, because my sister has this. One of her eyes is worse than the other, so she needs glasses to correct that.
Yeah, I know which one it is too.
The one
can
I
never
got
tell what she's
coming.
looking at. No, I was just saying she had a lazy eye.
Mm-hmm. Same, fam. Same.
Just thinking about coming on someone's face and they have a lazy eye. I don't know if I can do it.
Because how would they look at the cum? Just one eye at a time, I guess.
There is a TikTok account that I'm bringing it back. There is a TikTok account.
I got a good one. So
that does like movies from the early 2000s that you forgot about, and one of them was a movie where Gwyneth Paltrow becomes a stewardess, and then there's an okay movie plot, but Mike Myers plays a pilot who's cross-eyed. And there is a very funny scene in it where they're clearly trying to, they're looking all around, and he just goes, "Hey, it's this one. This is the one that works."
That's fucking great.
So if you have a lazy eye and someone's it's jerking off on your face, don't be a bitch. Tell them.
Just tell them which one to come in.
Right. And you can decide if you want to. They're going to try and come in the one that works, to be clear.
Don't.
So if you want them to come in the bad one, tell them that's the good one.
Yeah, no, say, I want you to come in my left, your right eye.
And you're going to have to, and if you don't know your partner well enough to know if they're stupid enough to fuck that up, too early to be fucking them.
They're going to come in their own right eye. No, but what I was going to say is a guy who can only come when somebody's making direct eye contact with him. It's like, I just don't take girls with lazy eyes. Why not? I got a thing. I don't know. It's a rule.
Guy with that fetish who's also a cuck. Now he only dates women with lazy eyes.
Wait, guy with what fetish?
With that gotta be looking in someone's eyes. Now, for the viewer, I was looking Connor in the eye and then looked away, because I'm not a fag. No, but if
eye contact, that's queer.
And neurotypicals. But if you need the eye contact to come and you're a cuck, then you only date girls with lazy eyes.
Because you want to be cucked.
Because you're getting the eye contact, and you can imagine that your boss or a black guy is
the guy who's she's looking at with the other eye. Smart.
Even though it's, are you still watching whatever show on the TV?
She's like, boy, I want to go grab that remote and click
I'd love
yes.
to just hit that if it were in my reach. Speaking of swallowing,
to get at it with her toes.
I surprised I've never been in that situation where I'm like, if I could just get this going, I know I've seen Rick and Morty before. I can watch it in the background and know what they're doing and
exactly. I can tune in at any situation. Like whenever Castaway comes on, I can watch it from any point and finish it. No problem. Well,
exactly.
my end is when he gets off the island. Personally, of Castaway.
It gets sad after that.
Real sad. That's why I don't watch it.
What are you even talking about? That is when Castaway is. I have stopped sex before.
Dude, bro, on an island. That is what Castaway is before he goes back, by the way.
It's a dude hanging out doing great on an island.
That's a dude's rock movie.
And if you stop it at...
yeah.
I guess that's also true of Brokeback Mountain.
If you stop it before he gets dragged to death by his...
If you stop it before they even get off the mountain, fuck that. Just... I've said
that's
this before.
A short, man. That's 15 minutes.
Brokeback Mountain is like a horror movie because the first half of it is just people on vacation having fun, and then stop watching. Now, I have stopped sex before with the phrase, "This is a really good part."
I'm not
It was
mad.
Pirates
I'm
of the
just-
Caribbean, though, so it was.
I'm not mad. I'm just disappointed.
It's
Did you own this movie on DVD or were you watching it on cable?
I own it on pirated movie, so.
But so you could have rewinded.
Yeah,
That's
but it was
the
that
problem
part
I
then.
have with it. Is that you could have been like, well, I'll miss it, but we're coming back.
If I'm honest, it wasn't even because I wanted her to see it. It was like, well, I like this line. I want to hear this line.
You best start
So
believing
shut
in ghost stories, Miss Turner, because you're about to get ectoplasmed. By that guy.
You best
on
start
the other side of
believing
the
in. You best start focusing on my vagina, you asshole. You're in it.
screen.
Is what she would have said to me if she were the one.
You're
Why
like
you're
Ted
not.
in
I'm
How I
glad
Met-
you moved to California, you bitch.
You're like Ted in How I Met Your Mother, essentially. You're like, she's not the one, but with way dirtier circumstances.
Yeah.
She's not the one because she gets
You
mad.
know how real life goes, not network TV.
Yeah, exactly. Because she gets mad when I come in the back of her hair. The back of her hair?
All right, Kylie needs to let you do that. So you stop talking about it all the time.
I just, I don't know. I'm kind of burnt today, so it's just 2 references in a row. My sleep apnea machine just started working last night. Yeah.
Could that suck your dick?
The sleep apnea. No,
There's-
it'll rip your dick off.
Okay.
Don't do it.
There's 2 settings on it, both of which.
will rip your dick. No, it blows out, so it could blow your dick, but that's bad.
You don't want air in your dick, I assume.
I'm gonna
It's
stop
not
you right
like-
there. You don't.
It's not like when you kiss someone but then actually blow air into their mouth. That's a fun prank.
Mm-hmm.
But if you blow someone and then instead blow air into their dick, their balls probably explode.
That's assault. It just hurts, I assume. Because imagine just your urethra getting separated by air.
I'm gonna say.
Don't imagine that. I'm gonna say.
I'm gonna say sounding is a thing. So your urethra being separated is not painful in and of itself.
Uncomfortable.
Maybe, but
Oh.
apparently good. See, that's. I was gonna say, but people do sounding, so would it be uncomfortable? But people like all sorts of uncomfortable things during sex.
People like
eye
catheters.
contact. People what?
You make eye contact when you fuck somebody, right? You're inside of them. Eye contact should be the
So
least-
what? And so also I gotta do that? Come on.
Should be, what if they're looking in a mirror and you catch their eyes in a mirror? Then is it not as intense?
Then it's frightening because I don't know how mirrors work, and I think there's a third person in the room.
Well, that's a good thing. When you would think there's 4 people in the room because you'd see yourself as well.
No, I know how mirrors work when I'm in them. Just don't get other people in them.
So the opposite of a dog in a mirror.
I
'Cause
guess
the dog doesn't
I should have
understand.
gone with what a dog does in a mirror, which is
Well, it screams
I would
at
think there was a
itself.
rival male.
That's actually really funny.
Just start barking at mirrors.
Just hey, beating your chest.
How are you letting that guy fuck you while I'm fucking you? He's ugly. No, he's not. Wait, you think he's hot? Yeah, but it's you.
You fucking idiot. You got
No, it's you. It's not me. It's you. You're the fucking the.
You're the one
You're
who's
fucking
a
parallel
whore.
dimension guy.
You're fucking very attractive. I'm gonna fuck him.
Get out of here. I gotta figure out how to get past this barrier.
There's some glass in between us. I gotta figure out.
I finally broke the window between us, but then he ran away.
Nice. Connor Ford and I support that joke. Sexually. I raised that joke. I support it financially.
Anyway, how do you think I'm gonna make eye contact with the Gimp mask on? It's a stupid question.
They have eye holes.
Not mine.
Nice.
Do they? I mean,
think
some
they
do. Are you thinking of
I'm thinking from
like luchador masks? Because those.
No,
do.
I'm thinking the one from Pulp Fiction. It had a zipper and an eye holes. Because I vividly remember the
But they're
Gimp's eyes right before he got murdered.
Okay, but they're zippers, right?
Yeah, so you can open and close them.
So you could close it. Okay, mine are always closed, I guess. Then, whatever I got to do for this bit,
How am I supposed to see him while I'm wearing a pillow on my head?
how am I?
A KKK masks that it's been turned around.
How
on
am,
accident.
yeah, when my
In
KKK
the-
mask has been turned around,
In the
so
in the
I
thrill
can't see
of the
that she's
moment.
black. That's how a racist
That's actually
guy
why
does
they
it. He's
exist.
like, that's why they KKK wear those things.
Exactly.
So they're like, if they want to have sex with a black woman, which they would do, they would just turn it around backwards.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna go out on a limb here. It might alienate some viewers, but the KKK was bad. Podcast over.
Ooh, that's gonna be a sticking point. No, they were bad. That's why you always set them on fire when you find them in Red Dead 2. Although if you have to wait for them to let the cross fall on themselves, because there's a random encounter where they're putting up a cross, and you could just start killing them then, or you could wait until the cross falls and crushes one of them.
Does it really do that?
Yeah, and I think they've lit it on fire already, so that guy might get set on fire.
That's so fucking fun.
It's either that or I've just used Molotovs every time.
And I just vividly remember the fire.
You can really be whoever you want in Red Dead, because I set KKK people on fire. Some 14-year-old white boys have delivered feminists to alligators.
Feminist alligators?
I mean, you can feed people to alligators. So, there's feminists in the game. There's like a woman who's like, women should be able to vote.
And you killed her.
I didn't.
Oh. That you ordered her killed.
You
ordered her killed.
No, I didn't. I said Arthur's version of the nice thing, which is like, that's all right, I suppose, voting stupid.
But then...
I didn't get... insane teenage boys did this and then put videos on the internet, which is why I'm aware of it.
Ah.
I only kill bad people in video games in Minecraft.
That's also how I do it. Whenever I feel like a bad person whenever I do bad stuff.
I do not play a bad guy. I mean, I steal fucking everything, but...
That's not bad. I've been...
No, property's bad.
Because they are NPCs. You're not affecting them economically.
They're real.
No, but... I tried to do a bad playthrough of Fable, which, by the way, best game ever, Fable.
All right, I'll play that instead of The Witcher 3.
Fuck you.
I'm not going to play that.
Fucking, that just made me so mad. I lost my shit. I tried to do an evil playthrough of Fable, because you can do an evil one, and it's really cool. I got like halfway through before I'm like, I'm sorry, I'm just going to go back to it.
It's not nice.
I feel bad inside. It's like Palm Springs. It's like, we remember. They might not remember, but we remember. And also, I had a bounty in every fucking town I went to.
Which gets to be a pain in the ass.
Anywhere I had to go, either had to pay money or just keep killing people while I'm trying to just steal stuff.
Only kill people on the roads.
Because I can't buy stuff.
Well, my frustration with Red Dead is I want to be like a highwayman and just steal money from people. But I'm always like, they probably needed that.
Well, and also, you can't steal money from them without killing them, usually.
They should make that easier. Because people are generally just like, no, I'm not letting you rob me. I'm going to make you kill me.
Yeah, well, they think they're going to live, which is good programming for an actual person, but they don't realize you're a god.
I feel like a lot more of them should be like, yeah, fuck this. I know everybody had a gun, but still.
But, I mean, you can take like 8 shots, and you have a bazooka pretty much for it.
I mean, they should put that in.
A bazooka in Red Dead 2.
Yeah.
That'd be awesome. You strap it to the side of your horse. Sure. It's a fucking helicopter horse. To be awesome, helicopter horse.
Yes. It's hard to tame, though. If it flies
you can
off.
lasso up. Just hold on.
Getting it, you just tangle it. It's like trying to shoot down a helicopter in GTA. It's almost impossible to do without destroying the helicopter.
Yeah.
But if you can get one low enough and snipe the pilot, it'll fall onto a rooftop that has a ladder on it. You climb up the ladder and take the helicopter.
That is just not worth it. Use the cheat code.
Yep. That's why they put that. Plus, then you get guns.
I think a fun mod they have to do is all horses are flying horses. So, like, when you see a horse in the wild, it's flying, and, like, you can see horses way off in the distance because they're flying and shit. I think that'd be awesome. And, like, anybody who gets on a horse, they start flying. That'd be a really fun.
So the horses basically can't even run. Their legs are only.
Well, no, they do the running motion like a carousel ride does.
Right, but they're
always in the air.
Yeah. Any movement they do has to be.
Yeah.
The legs are just landing gear, basically.
I think it would actually.
I mean, Steampunk Red Dead.
All animals fly. So it's like
except for birds.
Birds walk. So there's like you can see a bear way over there and a horse over there, and you can see the bear running towards the horse from anywhere on the map. That'd be awesome.
They should do Steampunk Red Dead with flying machines like that, because I mean there is a robot that you can find in Red Dead.
A what?
There's a robot. A guy makes a robot. You help him with it. And then it like falls apart immediately or whatever, because it's not like Red Dead's gonna have and now there's robots in the game.
Yeah, shocker.
But Red Dead 3 or 4, depending on how you count.
I don't,
because there was Red Dead Revolver first, and then Red Dead Redemption.
Did anybody play that game? Did you play that game?
I did not play that game. It was PS2.
Oh Lord, yeah. I don't think anybody played that. Yeah, I've been getting. I haven't been playing enough Red Dead, but just because it's so. Every time I go to turn it on, I'm like, this is so much. You have to set aside so much time.
You need 4
to
hours.
accomplish.
At
It's
least.
4-hour blocks, legitimately.
The last time I played it was quarantine.
Yeah, and it's like I can't play it high or drunk because I'll fuck something up and I will forget what I did, and then I'll be like standing in a swamp at my save point the next day when I come in sober, and I'm like, what the fuck was I trying to do? I could be 9/10 of a way
Maybe you
through.
just got raped by that guy.
That's
a thing.
There's a part in Red Dead 2 where you get raped by a dude.
Yeah.
Don't
go in that guy's house. I thought it was in a swamp, so there is like literally you go in a. There's like, hey, come on in for dinner. We're friendly or whatever. And then you go in and you pass out. They do like the rainbow shit that shows you got drugged. And then you wake up and you got to like waddle away because your asshole hurts.
Game's a little too realistic, come to think of it.
Yeah, and then you can kill him though. So.
Well, okay. I spit on your grave, baby.
Is that what? That was
Have you
what
seen
that
that
was
movie?
about. I don't know if I've actually seen it, but I do remember that's what it's about. And fine.
Yeah.
I was just listening to a podcast about the Haitian Revolution where they like slaughtered entire families of slave owners. So
Good.
fine.
Correct.
You didn't have to kill the kids, but I'm not gonna scold you for it, considering your situation.
Yeah, no, I feel like that's you knocking out the second generation. That's okay.
Yeah, I mean they would have owned you too. I do hope that when the race war comes to America, they take into account the fact that every time bad shit happened, we were like, ugh.
They won't, but I hope they do.
But it'd be nice if they
Yeah.
take into account the fact that we did think it was bad.
Also, if you come to my front door and you're like, race war, which side are you on? The blacks.
Yeah, no,
any side but the whites. Do you have any room left on your side?
Can we join?
I understand. Like, I didn't ask for these advantages, but I do use them how I can to better the world.
I sure would love to walk into bars spouting racial slurs and then tell you about all the stuff they told me in the night.
Uh-huh.
I'd be a great white guy spy. I could start wearing closed-toed shoes again and get a haircut that's an actual haircut and be like, gee, fellers, hi, my credit score is high. And then they'll be like, yes. And we ride at dawn. And I'll go back and I'll be like, hey, they're coming for you at dawn. So.
And also, the credit score is high.
And I got really high credit scores. So I suggest that you make some traps with punji stakes and unwise investments so they can't get you.
And FICO scores.
Whatever that is. What the fuck is a FICO score?
It's one of the credit bureaus. Scores.
Is it?
Uh-huh.
This is very stupid.
What do you think this fucking podcast is?
I know.
Oh, so it turns out we get most of our views from Apple Podcasts, and I've been advertising on Spotify because there's no way to advertise on Apple Podcasts.
No, yeah, it's
very sad.
kind of a dumb app.
Yeah.
Apple's got its own cottage thing going on. Cottage cheese. Yeah, no, if you think that it's bad that Chinese people have, like, social credit scores, it is. There's only one country that has...
What are you talking about?
It's like... I don't know exactly how they calculate it, but it is like... Stop flossing. Stop flossing.
No, I was done.
Stop this fucking now.
No.
This is ridiculous.
Is it like, were you a dick? Or what?
Yes, basically. And it's like, so it's like, oh God, that's so dystopian and shit. It's like, yeah, there's no other country in the world that has credit scores.
Uh-huh.
There's no other country in the world. It's like, if you didn't behave in a way that makes rich people feel comfortable, good luck finding a home that has running water.
Also, your credit score has nothing to do with how much money you have or how good you are at paying off your shit. I pay off my shit fast.
I don't think they like that.
No, yeah, and it's bad for my credit score.
Right, because credit score is not how responsible you are with money. It's how profitable it is to lend to you.
Yeah, that's all it is, which is the dumbest shit in the world. But luckily, Kylie has an insane credit score, so I'll be okay.
And I'm slowly, very slowly, becoming a bohemian, so I don't need one.
Congratulations.
I do have a good credit score.
All you need to do is keep a laptop and some form of Ethernet, and then you can be a bohemian with a job.
Yeah.
You should get an RV.
I'm not going to get an RV.
Yeah, just mooch off ours. dick.
Yeah. Why would I not?
No, we're renting an RV for August to like see how we like it. So that's gonna be cool. But unfortunately, I'm renting it with my family, so they're gonna be dicks about it. They've already started making fun of me because I'm staying in an RV. And then when we actually stay in the RV, I guarantee my dad is gonna be like, "Well, I'm in charge here," and I'm like, "I paid for it, but whatever."
The point is for you to be in charge.
Yeah.
This is, you know what? On this basis, I would rent a wife. See if I like having a wife. I'm not going to buy her.
It's called a girlfriend, buddy.
No. They have to consent.
Your girlfriend's consent.
That's what I'm saying. So this is why different. This is why. Yeah, don't get squeamish now, buddy. You're telling me to buy a wife.
Yeah, that's fair. No, yeah, buy a wife.
I guess that's a hooker. That's
you could
just
probably rent a wife.
That's a hook.
Oh, well, yeah, a long-term hooker.
Yeah.
Give her like $2,000 and be like, "Can you hang out for like 2 weeks?
Yeah.
See if we like this, and then if I do like it, I'll give you $100. Just stick around."
So like, yeah, no, I'll give you $2,000, and then you have to like steal the covers from me, and not like my mom, because the only thing I know about wives is from sitcoms.
How about I just be a person? No.
Nah, you gotta be.
No,
a wife.
you got to put tape.
I said be a wife.
You got to put tape down the middle of the apartment at some point, and we'll have a feud over it.
Right, and then like, I don't know, the kid can have a different religion than us, and I can be cool with it, and you won't be.
And we'll adopt one of the kids.
That, by the way, was an episode of Home Improvement.
No fucking way.
Where the kid was like,
Tim Allen's Home Improvement.
Like, me and Richard Carnes love playing with tools, and also my son is having a religious crisis.
Oh, and he ends up Christian in the end, right?
I'm certain he does.
Oh, have you seen The Great Outdoors, I want to say?
I've seen The Great Outdoors.
The new Tim Allen? No, there's a new... Tim Allen has a new series.
Oh, Last Man Standing.
Last Man Standing, thank you.
No, but...
It is Republican propaganda, but it is the funniest piece of Republican propaganda I've ever seen.
Every once in a while, they do make good art.
I've never
Often
seen
not.
it before. I've never seen Republicans do a successful comedy, but Last Man Standing I legitimately stand by. It has garbage politics, and they tout up some...
I mean, the politics of it is like he's the only cool white guy.
No, he's
left.
like, "I built myself up by my bootstraps."
Yeah, no, well, which is true because they wrote a fake story.
Yeah.
I'm sure that guy didn't have rich parents.
Oh, yeah, because he's not a real person.
Which is there is discourse about like, does ACAB include Judy Hopps or the people from Brooklyn Nine-Nine?
You mean fake
they're
people?
Fake.
No, they're fake people.
Yeah, it's not.
You know that, Ryan.
They're not real.
No, they conflate those with real cops, I guarantee you.
Which is why they do those.
Yeah, but what was I going to say? God damn it. Oh, yeah, but Last Man Standing, actually a good show. But there have been many scenes in it where they have just put up a straw man argument for anything even remotely liberal and just destroyed. The guy who plays the liberal in the show is an idiot. Like the dumbest guy.
But not in a cool way like we are.
No, like... He's like, "Well, I don't know how to do my taxes because I believe that the government should do them for me. And the government should do your taxes for you, and then you should check your taxes. But when you put it up like that, it sounds like a bad idea."
I think the government should do my taxes because I like it when they steal from me because I have communists in my butt.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah, they did a great straw man argument against... not Black Lives Matter, but like police or something like that. There was a moment in a comedy where it was like
some idiot was probably like, "I think all cops should become soup kitchen workers," and then Tim Allen was like, "Oh yeah, what about if you get robbed?" And he's like, "I won't get robbed," and then he does get robbed in the episode.
and then he robs him.
See,
And then he has a positive experience with a cop, and then it's like, well, maybe you were right. Is how that. I haven't seen the episode, but I guarantee that's how it goes. For sure. No, I think the part I do remember about it is they touted something up that was really dumb, or that was actually a good point. They said like the Democrat actually made one good point, and it was like, God, what was it? What about police? What about the number of police brutality cases against minorities instead of white people? And
Tim Allen gave a very reasoned argument that included FBI crime statistics.
No. Tim Allen
1350? Shut up, Tim.
Tim Allen said, "You got one. Calm down," or something like that. And I'm like, Jesus. It was something like that. It was a wild take. And I'm like, God damn, Tim.
It's just a show for dudes mad at their snot-nosed nephews.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, exactly. I know those dudes. I have an
me?
uncle who is that way.
You're the snot-nosed nephew.
Who is slowly, like, we used to be super, super tight, but he's slowly but surely being like, you're fucking dumb all the time. And I'm like, no, I just make decisions different than you, buddy.
There's a friend of my parents that, like, I remember when, I'm going to use a term purposefully making fun of myself, when I came out as an atheist, I used to really defend that it is similar to be but
and then I chose to be gay, and let me tell you, it's different.
yeah, no, I'm gay on purpose. I'm stupid by mistake.
That's a shirt.
Actually, literally the other way around, but because I'm really working on being an idiot. But yeah, that do make that a shirt. Maybe definitely a rainbow shirt.
Right.
And that's something that no company will do next June because they're pussies. No, but this guy was like on board with like, yeah, you're atheist. God's not real. All these other people are stupid. And then with the whole Trump thing, he was so fucking surprised. And he's like, I thought you thought for yourself. I thought you wouldn't like Trump. I thought we'd be on the same side about this. And I was like, no, Trump is very funny.
Sidebar, I did a bunch of work on our TeePublic website. So if anybody...
I saw the new shirt.
Yeah, there's that new shirt, and then I got a backlog of a few more I want to work on. But I did a bunch of work, and now all the shirts have a cool backside, which is... It says...
It makes it look like you're a hot lady with just a bikini type.
You would like... No, it says It's Just Bits with on available on all streaming platforms.
Oh, that's the back of a shirt. I thought those were two new shirts.
No, the new shirt is Thin Slices, Thick Bitches.
Yeah.
And it's got that always available on all streaming services and
on the
It's
back.
Just Bits podcast on the back. Yeah.
Okay.
So very good.
I'm going to buy that. Are you? I better see more than one sold.
If you would like to purchase one, search TeePublic, TeePublic, and the words "It's Just Bits," and we're the first fucking thing that pops up.
Before you spend money on that,
donate.
Venmo money to Fidel Castro.
You could also go linktr.ee/It's Just Bits. That link will be in the description, and then just hit merch once you get in there.
And also in the description will be some kind of donation.
Yeah, which is also
whether it's Palestine or the free fridge for Oregon.
If you donate instead, then just go ahead and tweet at us and be like, I did not buy a shirt, but I did donate, and then we will shout out whatever you want. Oh, by the way, if anybody
might buy
just
a
wants...
shirt, depending on if I've been paid recently, so, roll those dice.
Yeah, It's Just Bits one, or the Thin Slices, Thick Bitches one is actually probably my favorite.
It's a good shirt.
It's a really good shirt.
Good slogan.
And the artwork is fucking phenomenal, too.
And we can remember New York at a distance.
Which is great.
Instead of being there.
Yeah, so if you have anything that you want us to plug on this show, which does reach actual audience nowadays, we get about an average of 50 views per episode, so we're talking to people now.
Hey, you know what, you fucking bandwagon fans, all right? Our friends and my dad have been here for a couple months.
We're not allowed to talk to your
Oh,
parents
wait, no,
anymore?
we gotta wait. These ones are the ones that aren't bandwagon.
We'll wait a little while. Anyways, so if you want to buy a shirt and then tweet at us, we'll promote whatever you want us to promote on the podcast, and we'll retweet you and all that shit. Just send us proof of purchase, and if you donate, send us proof of purchase. We'll retweet you. We'll say all the shit you want to. Leave a review on Apple Podcasts. We can't see those reviews, so if you leave a review on Apple Podcasts, shoot a tweet at us and say, hey, I left a review. What do I do? The Twitters are at @TheConnorFord and @Kellen_Frank. They will be in the description as well.
And if you have any evidence that the CIA is behind the recent protests in Cuba, also get in touch with us. I'm not a journalist, but I will tweet at one.
But I will get you in contact with the right people. Also, last thing, August 7th, 9 p.m. at the Lincoln Lodge live show. Now, back to the jokes. I wanted it to cut in, even though we did all that live. I wanted it to sound like we just inserted that in the middle for no reason.
We could do that. Just cut it up.
Which would be actually a great soundbite. Hang on a second.
What are you doing? Anyway, I'll throw my little tag in there since I talk about politics so much. Yeah, the Cuban regime's probably pretty bad, but if you know any fucking history of Cuba, you know that if the U.S. is saying the Cuban people want something, that means rich Americans want something, and probably Americans in the mob, if the mob weren't dead. So, free Cuba from the United States. Thank you, that is all. They were right to do the Cuban Missile Crisis. We deserve it. They fucking were.
To do the Cuban Missile Crisis?
Yeah. I was always taught with that is they pointed missiles at us, is what the Cuban Missile...
Oh, no.
No. we had missiles in Turkey pointing at the Soviet Union. We were clearly planning to invade Cuba, and Gorbachev was like, "Hey, would you like some missiles?"
Mm-hmm.
And the Cubans
Yeah,
were like,
no, it was-
"Yeah, very much. We would like."
Yeah, it was a reaction to us doing shit first.
Yeah,
Then we're so fucking good at propaganda in this country that's like, they put missiles there.
we had to.
And it's like,
never mind the fact that we literally tried to invade them and kill their leader.
and also put missiles in Turkey, pointed
Which had
towards
been there
Russia.
forever.
And you're putting Russia in check, and there's only one way out. And they're like, well, clearly I'm going to take this. And they're like, dude, how could you fucking do that? Was the move.
And then when that happened, everybody wanted to go to fucking war, including Bobby Kennedy was a little psycho, apparently. But JFK was like...
He's a Kennedy, so of course he was.
No, but JFK was like, you know what? You're right. We are pointing missiles at you and planning to invade you. All right, so your point about that. And then they fucking shot him, which I don't know exactly what happened, but something happened because people kept dying right before they testified.
JFK was never, like... back down for that. He said that if he was to back down from from pulling the missiles out of Turkey, it would be a sign of weakness, and he'd never allow a sign of weakness.
He publicly said that. Privately, he was planning.
Oh, yeah, but privately he said...
Privately, he was planning to get the Cuban missiles out. Oh, and then, what happened? What happened? Oh, George H.W. Bush disappeared for a few hours, and now there's bullets, you know? He did it, folks. See, now we're having fun again. George H.W. Bush, I think he did it.
You lost me right when you said George H. Bush disappeared for a while. That's
He did? How many times do I have to say this? Every American's like, oh, you remember where Kennedy was shot? Or George H.W. Bush doesn't remember where he was when Kennedy was shot. He remembers he was somewhere in Texas, though. Hey, Siri, what state did JFK get shot in?
I was hanging out with this Louisiana? Guy named Lee Harvey Oswald. You might have heard of him.
No. What's his name?
Lee Harvey Oswald?
No, I know. What's he like?
Dead.
I don't suppose he had a very...
Didn't he get shot, right?
By Jack Ruby, who was later driven insane by the CIA, I'm pretty sure.
They just gave him a bunch of acid.
Yeah, no, Jack Ruby was a guy who was like...
Well, no, he might have just been insane. He might have really liked JFK.
So. I immediately forget all the conspiracies I hear about JFK as soon as I hear them because they're all super twisted and they're like, remember this guy who was a tax attorney 3 points ago? Well, that's Jack Ruby, and he went and killed Lee Harvey Oswald. People just kept dying before they could testify. That's what I remember.
Yeah. Well...
Anyway, you know the scene in Batman Begins where Scarecrow walks into a room?
You either live long enough to see, or you live long enough to die a hero, or live long enough to see yourself become Bukkake. Anyways, go on.
And that's what would have happened to Kennedy.
Well, his brain was Bukkake on top of Nancy, pretty much.
Nancy's Reagan's wife.
Oh.
Jackie O.
Jackie O.
Who later married... I thought Jackie Onassis was her maiden name. Turns out that's just the guy she married afterward.
Oh, what a
and then they went to Greece, and she got married with JFK's blood still on her wedding dress on Air Force One. She married Aristotle Onassis. New thing that I believe.
If the first lady is still alive, she actually becomes the acting president. I don't know if you know.
They should do that. They called that fucking thing Camelot. They were treating him like a king. They should have made her like the
American politics will never make
She should have been the
sense
dowager president.
You know, I know more about American politics. That I can name more American presidents than I can name world leaders
right now
at all.
You also
ever world leaders ever anywhere except for America. I can name more world leaders, more ex-presidents than I can name world leaders from anywhere that is not the continental U.S.
And I bet if you were to
failure of U.S. history,
you'd be doing a lot of like Roman emperors or
Caesar, Napoleon.
People that racists think we descend from.
Yeah. No, there's a lot of fucking problems with U.S. history classes.
Also, though, you know almost nothing about U.S. history, and you know way more about it than most people. This is why conspiracy theories are so easy, by the way, because no one knows what the fuck happened.
Well, because it's in the past, and everything that ever has been written down had an agenda attached to it. Even if the agenda was to be as truthful as possible, That's never. That's been the agenda for like
Don't trust yourself to be able to do that.
fucking dictionaries.
That's why people are like, what, you think the Cuban government has the best interest of the Cuban people in mind? No.
No.
Do you think the U.S. government has the best interests of the Cuban people in mind?
Or the American.
Or the American people, you know. Well, some American people, such as gangsters who own casinos in Havana.
Well, I mean, the closest to any government actually having the best interest of the people is fucking Canada. And I think it's just because it's so... What? You don't think so?
They're better.
I think... Can you name somebody closer?
I mean, they still make rugs out of the skins of native people and shit like that. That, you know, all that shit still happens. By the way, Cuba, a little bit.
Really?
Cuba did...
I can't think of a better place in Canada, honestly.
The Nordic countries are amazing to live in.
Oh, yeah, no.
Well, no, okay, here, I will say this. Canada cares about its own people, absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of countries that care about their own people more than the U.S.
You
cares
mean
about
the
its own
people
people.
that have lived there the longest, the indigenous people, right?
Yeah. I mean, they're probably better about First Nations people than we are, but they were still horrific shit there.
Okay, never mind.
Still
What is
Britain.
it? The Netherlands?
Netherlands is pretty... I feel like Sweden and like Norway and Finland are probably good places to live. Iceland, but that's just all that shitload of geothermal.
Mm-hmm. Well, the farther north you go, it seems like the nicer people get because
they're sitting on the spoils of the rape of the global south. Yes.
Well, I was gonna say because it's like cold and you gotta be nice to your neighbor when you're fucking almost dying every day, but. Probably yours, honestly.
Well, that's true within the U.S.
Yeah, no, honestly, probably yours.
Well, no, it is. It is. That's what... See, the rate of profit always has to rise, so if you've got a labor movement that makes it harder for you to exploit people at home, you're going to start... The sweatshops move from New York to, Southeast Asia.
Jeffrey Bezos.
Jeffrey Bezos. I'm going to fucking drink your blood in Minecraft.
I'm okay with that. You can do that. As long as his name isn't Elon Musk.
Whatever. You know what? I like Elon Musk now because he appears to be driving Grimes insane.
Hell yeah.
She is giving political takes that are that make as much... honestly, that in my weed-addled, the foggy memories of quarantine that I'm weed-addled, I was thinking about politics and H.P. Lovecraft and...
Ooh.
The plot of the movie Color Out of Space makes as much sense as Grimes' politics do now, and it's good for me.
You want to have a non-political, quick non-sequitur real quick?
Sure. Before I start defending Cuba too much.
What book are you reading right now?
Food of the Gods.
Food of the Gods.
Which is about how psychedelic shit made humans more human-y and with tools and stuff. So it turns out they're bad. Drugs are bad because they created civilization.
Oh, cool. Hey, Big Dick Tyler, you're on It's Just Bits podcast.
What's up, Sarah Bika? I hope I guessed wrong.
You did.
No, you did. It's the other one.
Bad Tyler.
You said Big Dick.
At like 6:15.
Okay, 6:15's perfect. We should be out of the podcast by then.
Fantastic, cool. I won't intrude any further.
What's your opinion on the Cuban Revolution?
Wait, leave a message for future self.
Tyler, future self, you're right. You are trash.
I disagree.
I disagree too.
Well, then
but
I'll hear that, and
you'd
I'll
be
feel good
even
about
less
it.
trash if you told me your opinion about the Cuban Revolution.
Kellen wants your opinion about the Cuban Revolution.
10 words or less, please.
Like, what specifically about it?
Good or bad, I guess.
Just literally pro or con everything Fidel Castro and Che Guevara ever did.
I think the only thing I have to say about it is that Justin Trudeau is Fidel Castro's son, and that's
Correct answer! Holy, I did not expect that, but that is the correct answer.
Amazing. All right, I'll talk to you later, man.
Talk to you later. Bye.
Bye. That's fucking.
You know what? Canada is the best country.
that's why, and no other reasons. No, but non sequitur to books we're reading. We're gonna do a quick book segment for like 5-ish minutes. So if you don't like books
for
skip
bros
ahead.
again.
Well, no, I was just gonna talk about books
yeah.
to lighten everything up real quick before we go into.
No. Food of the Gods by Terrence McKenna. It's a little wooey and out there somewhat,
like
but there's good shit in there.
Is it about? Is it? Does it take like a non sequitur to be like? Well, first we discovered this, and then we discovered masturbating, and boy, just 8 chapters.
The blurb on the back is talks about how interaction with psychedelic plants may have had an effect on human evolution. And then the first chapter is, I went to the forest, and I drank some stuff a guy gave me, and I saw demons. And I think that those demons may have taught humans things. And then chapter 2 is much more sober and like actual, there's science involved.
That is a great ordering. He did the right ordering of that.
Yeah.
Because he was like, I'm insane. All right, I've sobered up.
But here's why it's not in, here's why you're the real drug addicts, and you're the real crazy ones. You've heard about coffee? I'm so off the rails.
No, I haven't.
What are you reading?
What's coffee? I did not bring this up just to have you ask me what I'm reading. I am not a sociopath. But
It's just what people do.
Jurassic Park.
Oh, yeah, that was good.
Very, very fucking good. The book is already better than the movie, and I'm only like 80 pages in.
I still prefer the movie, but they're good.
Did you read the book?
Yeah.
Oh. The book is really fucking good. It's gripping. I see why it was number one.
Yeah, no, it's very fucking good.
And it's like, I thought I would read it and be like, well, I know what's going to happen. The gigantic parts are omitted. Huge parts. I'm 60 pages in, and I'm at the spot where the girl gets eaten by the little things. The little raptors.
The compies.
That was the opening scene of the movie.
Of the second movie, though.
Yeah.
Because The Lost World is also a sequel as a book, but they took the beginning of the first book and made that the beginning of the second movie.
Yeah, it was weird. Well, because that's such a good visual, but I bet they didn't have money for a yacht for the first time.
Money for a yacht or for dinosaurs that interacted that closely with people. That might be it.
Yeah.
And then Spielberg was like, I can do it now.
Was it Spielberg
indie director
for all three?
Spielberg. Sure hope it was Spielberg for even the first one. I think it was.
I bet it was.
I think they were all probably Spielberg.
Spielberg gets like the best fucking movies. Rightfully so.
I mean, he is a very good director. That's why he
dead?
gets to do all of them. No, he's alive.
What was his latest thing?
I don't know what he's doing now. Complaining about Stranger Things destroying his vision? I don't know.
Wait, he did Stranger Things?
No, but it's based on like all his shit.
Oh, well, it's really good, so suck a dick, Steven.
He's alive and...
Retired?
No, I know he made Schindler's List. What is the last thing he made? Ass.
If it was Schindler's List, it's not.
It was not. Schindler's List.
I would like to disagree, IMDb. If I'm allowed.
Can you just give it to me fucking in order, IMDb? I'm removing my account from you.
No,
I have that power. No, I'm not, because I love talking about it.
It should be your whole Tinder profile. It's just your IMDb.
Actually, no, I can't include it there. I got to bring it up later.
You should start doing like comedic acting and commercials and shit like that to see if you can up your IMDb.
Yeah, I'll just start doing that. I know Lincoln and Ready Player One are like the...
Ready Player One fucking slapped.
Oh, but he did not direct that.
What? No, I'm so sad. It was a great... Have you read the book Ready Player One?
I have not.
Oh my God, dude. You will love it.
See, but everybody's like, it's so great, and that really does poison my desire to do anything.
You like... It mentions Duran Duran like 80
I do like
times.
the 80s very much.
That's it. It's just a bros rock movie in the 80s. That's all it is.
Okay, it is not a dudes rock movie. I'm almost certain of that.
It's a dude's rock book in the 80s.
Okay.
Swear
Well,
to
you know
God.
what? I'm not going to watch it. I will read it.
He is an incel. Oh, yeah, no, don't. The watch, it's not. It's a totally different movie. It's the same as World War Z.
Maybe that's why I'm mad about it, because I know I was not happy about the movie.
No, don't watch the movie. Well, watch
Just
the movie.
the scenes I had
it's
seen
a
of it.
different movie. It's an entirely different movie. Don't worry about that fucking movie. So it's like World War Z, where it's the book is one thing, and then the movie just used the title and nothing else.
Which, World War Z was not a bad movie. Oh, they
No, it was a good
They also
movie if
used
you-
the big wall around Israel, which the first time I read World War Z, I was not appropriately mad about.
Oh, my God, that's amazing.
The other thing that I'm going to be reading after Food of the Gods, which is better, is the Earthsea books.
Come of the Sea?
Just put chicken on the can.
Food of the Gods, Toilet Paper of the Earth. What else do we got?
Food of the Gods, toilet paper. That is what humans are. Dust in the wind, food of the gods, the toilet paper of Mother Nature. Because we're covered in shit and she wants us out, but my landlord wants it in my trash.
Yes.
Like humans want to be on Earth, I guess. The Earthsea trilogy. You should read it.
There's another good one. The Terry Pratchett's The Long Earth. Very good. book.
I know I should probably read Terry Pratchett because I like Neil
Get it
Gaiman a
on
lot.
audiobook.
and I should just do that. I'm running out of podcasts.
Yeah, so get audiobooks. They're super long
That's
podcasts.
too much time now.
Mm-hmm.
I'm very much into Galaga now.
Oh,
for the
hell
past 2
yeah,
days.
dude. Galaga.
So-
Where have you been playing it?
On Steam, it's $3.
Oh, shit.
So you got to redo muscle memory a little bit.
No,
so
I
it's
can't do
spacebar and
that.
keys.
I
But,
can't.
oh yeah, you can't.
I broke my hand.
Well, there is a chance that I end up buying a joystick for my laptop. But there is a barcade in Manhattan where the 2 highest scores are ass and cock. And that's us, baby.
Mm-hmm. Wait, you got the highest, right? Because I didn't remember. There'll be
I wasn't going to mention it, but yeah, I did do better than you.
yeah, so it'd be 1 and 3 because I got second.
What?
I got second.
I thought 1 and 2 were ass and cock.
No, I got second, and I played before you, so there was somebody above me. So then you got even higher than him.
I don't think I got even higher than. I think ours were by far better than everybody else's.
Oh, okay. Fuck them all then.
Because people were like, Galaga, what's this shit? And they go play something else because they don't understand. It's
Gal-
I can't
the
get
best game ever. The only game I fucking played. When we went there, I played that and Mortal Kombat.
Mortal Kombat, yeah. Or possibly Street Fighter. I forget which.
I would play Galaga
I think it would
competitively. I mean, honestly.
I could not because I have not been able to get an extra ship a second time. I have not reached that point level
Really?
yet, but I get very confused. I
Extra
get if
ship.
there's I give the missiles way too much room, so I'm like, well, I can't go anywhere over there, and now I'm here. And I keep there's the one after you get your second ship. It's like stage 9 or 10 where they're dropping a lot of missiles every time they fly in, and every time a flight comes in, some of them fly at you. I keep jamming myself in a corner.
Oh, yeah. Well, you can jam yourself in that corner and then get out of it. There's a really easy way to get out of it. I'll show you next time we play.
It is to just press the button, and I'm always like, what do I do? And then I don't do it.
Press what button?
To go the other way.
Oh,
To
yeah.
get out of the corner.
Dude.
I just like, what do
Tip
I do?
joystick
And then
this way.
immediately after, I'm like, right there is where I should have pressed the button. God damn it.
God damn.
And by the way, 2-ship gang forever. If you're playing past stage
Absolutely
1
not.
with 1 ship, you're a fool.
Absolutely not.
What?
One ship gang.
What?
One ship.
The inefficiency.
Too big of a target. It always gets exploded.
But two missiles.
You know, it's not worth it.
You cannot do the bonus stages without.
Oh, you absolutely can. You just don't get as high of a score. But who cares?
No, because of the bonus stages, if you get all of them, you get an extra 1,000 points.
How many points is it for an extra ship? 1 million or 10,000?
It's 20,000, and
20,000.
then 70,000, and then every 70,000 after that.
Oh my god, that's 70,000 so much.
It seems so fucking high. But
And then
anyway,
it maxes out at 5, and then 5 extra ship, 5 lives, and then I'll start doing double.
oh, I never even make it that far.
Oh yeah, I
I feel like it's harder on PC maybe because I remember breezing through it at Barcade.
You
and then-
need a joystick. You need a joystick.
Yeah,
It's the only way you
the
can play it.
keys aren't.
It's not
good
the
enough.
same. I was accidentally dodging missiles with a joystick just from muscle memory. I used to play it all the time.
Well, the place I always used to play it was on my Game Boy Advance. So.
Nice. Yeah, I used to play it when we would go out to like any barcade style thing, and my parents, like, I would literally play Galaga, go eat, play Galaga. Like, so we'd be there for 2 hours, and I played Galaga for like an hour and a half.
There's like all the other like Namco games are like they're not as good.
Pac-Man.
Yeah,
good.
is that Namco? I guess all the other arcade games.
No
what I
idea.
just should have
Well,
said.
Dig Dug sucks ass. Dig Dug's
no, Dig Dug is not good.
Dig Dug's. I mean, it's a good game, but compared to Galaga and fucking Pac-Man, absolutely not.
Thank you.
And then
And
fucking.
Galaxian can suck.
Oh my god! I always think that's Galaga, and
It's not.
I know.
Galaga's basically a sequel. So they were like, "What is wrong with this?"
Oh,
and
yeah.
I assume they fixed it.
Yeah, no, because I'll go play Galaxy, and I'm like, oh no,
Yes,
I thought
oh,
this said
shit.
Galaga.
Put the fucking quarters in
damn
already.
it. And then what's that? Cubert. That fucking. I
Never
hate
played
that
Cubert.
goddamn game.
I saw it at Barcade, and I was like, I
Absolutely.
don't care enough to figure out how
It's
this
a
works.
puzzle game. I'm like, no.
I want action. I want aliens shaped like butterflies.
I want a tractor beam.
That, by the
Give
way,
me
is
a
one of
tractor
the.
beam.
I like the tractor beam. I physically cannot restrain myself from bobbing my head side to side when it does like the captured chip noise. I'm like, yeah.
Yeah, no, that's great.
No, that
I do shoulders.
change in. That's when I really. That's because when I actually dance and try and look good, it's just all fucking shoulders now.
Just throw a snap and a clap in there every once in a while, and you're good.
Stanky leg it.
No, don't do that. You're white, buddy. Your legs.
No, but if you do it with
Pretty
both,
much
if you
planted
do it
it.
with both at the same time, and then do your hands between your knees, that's a white people dance.
You look like you just stepped out of a wheelchair for the first time in 10 years if you do that.
I mean, I look like that.
I believe to be fitter than that.
That thing I do with my voice where I was like, I want action and then butterflies. I did okay with that. Consistently, that is the entertainer thing that I can't get down. It's changing my cadence
Inflection.
at will like that. Yeah.
I want action and butterflies.
Yeah, but to make it sound to make it not sound stilted.
I want
So that people
action
only real
and butterflies. Like that?
You gotta but you gotta build it up more. It's like I'm a man. I don't wear seatbelts. I need action. I love to fucking drink. I'm a little bit afraid of marijuana, but I fucking love to kill.
Okay.
But I didn't even do it like I wanted to there. I cannot fucking master that.
God is dead, and I killed him with kindness. Like that?
Or how about God is dead, and I think I killed him.
Oh, no.
This people
I blacked
not
out
gonna be
last
happy.
night. I blacked out last night. And I think I killed God.
Yeah, no, Friedrich Nietzsche. Like, I blacked out last night. God, and I killed him. I think.
God is dead.
Don't stare too long into the abyss. By which I mean, don't have another Jaeger bomb.
Friedrich Nietzsche, why do you say God is dead? Well, I went and did a bunch of shots of tequila, and I killed God.
I blacked out drinking and woke up with shining gold blood on my hand. I think I may have
either
killed
a unicorn or God.
Unicorn blood is shining silver. Get the fuck off my podcast.
No, that's replicant blood, dude. You killed a replicant.
What?
I don't know. I was just keeping the bit going.
I assume replicant blood is milk.
What do you actually know about replicants?
What do I actually know about fucking cyberpunk shit? A lot.
No, replicants specifically. Nothing.
Replicants from the landmark sci-fi work based on Do Androids Dream of Electric Sheep? Blade Runner?
No. Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Their blood is silver.
Red.
It was red?
Because they people.
No,
is
they're
the
not.
Point.
They're not people.
It's the fucking point of the fucking thing that
I've
they're
never
people.
seen it. So, I tried to watch the reboot. Oh my God, was that fucking bad?
I liked it just because I was enjoying reminiscing about the first one. You got to see the first one.
I do.
You absolutely have to.
I will. It's Blade Runner 2017.
I've seen things you people wouldn't believe,
What
such
do you
as
mean
the
by
film
you
Blade
people?
Runner.
What do you mean by you?
That's what it's because you got to see it. You got to see it, man. I think you're thinking, by the way, of androids from Alien series because they do have milky blood.
Androids from Aliens here?
Yeah.
Ooh, I am thinking of
They got the milk blood.
the milky blood. The milky blood.
I
Which
have
is-
the
yeah,
milky
you
blood.
find out-
I'm a Lance Henriksen.
You find out the weirdest way that people are androids in that one. Some dude will just get decapitated, and you're like, oh, I don't feel bad. Okay.
Oh, look, milk blood.
Fuck him.
I like in Aliens, spoiler coming up, if you haven't seen it, hit the 15 forward a couple times.
If you haven't seen it, kill yourself.
But it was something
Oh, wait,
that-
Aliens?
Yeah.
Oh, never mind. That one's relatively new.
See, now they're here after hitting the 15 a couple of times, and we didn't say it yet.
Hit it
So,
again.
hit it right now. How that you didn't, like, they made you think the android was going to be bad, but he turns out good. Because they had me the entire movie thinking, oh, he's going to turn. I agree with Sigourney Weaver. And then he doesn't. He saves the little child.
Aliens, when did it come out?
80s? Like 80, I'm going to say
Was it-
86.
Wasn't it?
86, and you have to buy me an RV if I'm right.
No. It was Alien, then it was Aliens, then it was Alien 2.
86, suck a butt.
I didn't bet you. I was
No,
confident.
but still,
Yeah,
just
that's
the
impressive.
world,
Yeah.
everyone, suck a butt. All right, if you want to.
Your butt?
Please don't.
Alien, then Alien 2, then Alien 3, then Aliens? Or was it Alien,
It was
Aliens?
Aliens.
Ah.
Alien was 79, I want to say.
Ah.
About sucking the butt. I'm gonna Google it.
Look up the order. When did AVP
I can
come
tell you the fucking order. It's Alien, Aliens, Alien Resurrection, AVP, the new shit. 79. Eat my ass.
out? Wait, Predator. I thought Predator. No, Predator.
Predator, its own movie, was in.
came out before AVP. It had to have.
Yeah, I was
It
talking.
came out
I was talking about the
80s.
Aliens franchise.
No, I agree. I just want to see how the Predators franchise lines up with the Aliens franchise.
Well, let me. Aliens.
I thought
Wait
I
a
was
minute.
going to get a suck a butt there.
Oh, I was wrong.
Good.
Well, I was right about everything I said, but I forgot that there was Alien 3 before Alien Resurrection. I didn't know there was an Alien 3.
Yeah, it's bad. That's why.
Alien 3 is the one where she gets egged, right?
Alien 3, I don't know. I think
Alien Resurrection is the one where...
Alien 3 happens in an ice cave for some reason. That's how I
Interesting.
remember it.
Yeah, no, and Ripley dies. And then Alien Resurrection is a clone?
Something like that. And then there's a really, really new Alien that came out.
There is Prometheus.
That's
and
what
then
it
there's
was.
Alien Covenant.
Fuck Alien Covenant. Prometheus is the one I'm
with
talking
Daniel
about.
McBride, though.
Oh, shit. Maybe I do have to see it.
Predator was 87.
Okay.
So right after Aliens.
Nice.
And then AVP, I want to say the year starts with a 2.
Did Predator 2 come out before or after AVP?
Hold on a second.
I'm guessing.
You know
before.
what AVP means, Google, you fuck.
A very penis. Wow, you look up a lot of porn on there.
Alien vs. Predator is 2000.
What?
Suck a butt. 2004, sorry.
Wow, that's later than
Predator
I thought.
2 is 1990. All these were both like established franchises.
Wow.
And then they made Alien vs. Predator.
So
But we're-
Predator 3
But we're
might have-
young babies compared to the media that we like. So
Mhm.
it feels like they were closer.
Oh, Predator 3 isn't called Predator 3. What's it called? Is it called AVP?
Is that the one where they're at the Inca place?
I don't remember. I don't think I've properly seen it. Predator is slapped though, by the way.
I did not see Predators. I think the
Ooh.
only Predator movie I've seen is Predator.
Adrian Brody is in it, and it's very, very good.
I do like Adrian Brody.
There's also Super Predator or something like that. There are
That's something that Hillary Clinton said about black people.
They're like Black Panthers. They're just designed to be.
Yeah, no, it is. There's not a movie called that. I don't want to see any of the results of what I just googled.
Predator 3.
No, Super Predator.
Ah.
It's gonna fuck up my algorithm so bad. I'm gonna get a lot of 1315 things.
So there's a.
Or 1350.
What's that?
Racist
kids.
people say that despite making up 30% of the population, black people commit 50% of the crimes.
Are you No way.
Another way to read that is despite making up 13% of the population, black people are arrested, or make up 50% of arrests, is how you would say that. If you
For
were stupid.
real, they think it's because they just commit that much more.
Yeah.
5 times more crime than the average person?
Or whatever it is, yeah.
No fucking way anybody is that dumb. You can't be that fucking stupid.
It's not even stupid, it's racist, which is different.
Better or worse, who's to say?
No,
times.
being stupid is good. Because there are benevolent stupid people. There's this type of thing you have to be where you don't see other people as the same type of thing as you, and then you can think of
How do
black
you
people as worse.
legitimately think that?
Because there is more crime in black neighborhoods because of poverty and
And
a little something called critical
because
race
of
theory
the
that's gonna trigger
world
people.
that we made around black people.
There is among even liberals in America, but especially conservatives, there is a notion that history is, despite what they say about fucking monuments, that history doesn't count. Things that happened in the past have no
What?
valence over the present. It's like, I know we used to be a racist country, but now we're
we
not.
stopped.
Okay, but did we undo any of the things that we did?
Then we're still racist.
You can't just be like, all right, you're not slaves no more. Can I have a house? No.
No. No. No.
No, you can work
Can I
for
own
me
a
and I'll
business?
pay you
No?
nothing. Well, a little bit more than nothing.
But you can do whatever you want with that money.
Yeah, no concept of generational wealth or trends beyond the confines of in one human life. Anyway,
If I ever
I don't know if
meet-
you guys know this, but the pyramids were built by the predators as a super weapon to kill the aliens.
If I ever actually hear somebody say the words, yeah, black people just commit way more crime than white people, that's a deal breaker for me ever talking to that person again.
Well, see, that's the deal breaker if they say it like that. But they'll say things like, well, it's cultural differences that lead to the increase in crime, by which they mean, it's
Systematic
one
oppression,
degree
you
away
fucking
from
idiot.
It's 1 degree away from skull shape shit.
Oh my god.
And everybody who doesn't want to immediately give every black person in America $1,000 and a gun, say you're a skull measuring freak who thinks they deserve it.
I don't
That's
know about the gun. I think I'd give them $2,000 and they can buy their own gun.
Give them the option, but then
Yeah.
sell guns for $1,000.
They can
There.
spend it on
Don't make a
that
profit
stuff.
off of it. I swear to God.
Well, they can spend it. You can have either $1,000 in a gun or $2,000. Your call.
Although, but not every black person. Oprah doesn't.
Oprah will be okay.
Yeah, she doesn't.
Well, it'd be easier to just get.
Every poor person, if you live in the projects, if you don't have a home, if
white,
you're
black,
a victim of our economic system,
Asian,
you immediately
Mexican,
get $1,000 and then another $1,000, which you may or may not exchange for a gun. I suggest you do, because race war is coming. And see which side I'm on, guys. Just remember that.
I've lived in 3 different trailers in my life, so I get the poor thing. It sucks. And it is not because you don't work hard enough or a number of other dumb things that Republicans will tell you. It's because the world is designed to keep you poor. I worked harder.
Not the world, capitalism.
The hardest I've ever worked in my entire life was when I worked at McDonald's, and I got paid $7.07 after taxes an hour.
Yeah, it's the idea of a meritocracy is
insanity.
If you believe in a meritocracy, in an actual meritocracy, you would live in a kennel. You would not be allowed. You would have the conservatorship that Brittany does, and nobody'd be making signs for you. They'd be like, yeah, they shouldn't be allowed out. Anyway, I think she got to hire a lawyer.
Also, I don't get meritocracy because you understand there are people who can't work. There are people who have disabilities. There are people besides straight white men who can lift heavy weights.
Yeah, and there are values you can give to a society other than profit, other than contributing to our current production, which is why the whole thing of capitalism has production for profit, and that's how you see things like destroying laptops right after they get made, or throwing out food after a day at Dunkin' Donuts.
Because you can't make money off of
right,
it.
So clearly we're not building shit because it's good, we're building shit because it's profitable.
Kylie was complaining about that the other day. She was being like, I hate that everything in the world is all about money, but also I don't think you should tax billionaires more. And I'm like, they're not getting taxed at all. And she's like, yeah, they should get taxed as much as we do, but they shouldn't get taxed more. And I'm like, at least we can agree on that.
It's something. Flat tax is retarded though, but
no, dumbest thing in the world.
This is where we break.
But also,
I
would just
you're like, let's tax billionaires. Here's the thing: we fucking won't, because you know who's in charge?
The billionaires.
Billionaires.
Yeah.
All right. The state doesn't have some magic orb that it's drawing power from, other than the fucking economy.
Mm-hmm.
And if you guess who runs the economy, the people who get to decide whether or not you get to use the tools and resources you work with.
If you're an 80s style hacker out there and you think you can do it, go ahead and hack into the mainframe.
Change my legal penis size.
I'm in.
This is different.
Scream, I'm in, and then go ahead and take 30% of the wealth of the 10 richest people in the world. That's taxes. 10 richest people in America.
Yeah, fine, do that. But
well, if anybody has that power, do it. And if anybody gets mad at you legally, just donate it all to the government. Just be like, okay, here it is. We'll donate it all to one charity or whatever.
They're just going to build a machine where, like, babies in the Middle East just fall directly into a knife missile.
That is fair. I do. Me and Kylie had the same debate yesterday where it's like, I'm like, I hate CEOs. And she's like, I hate the government. I'm like, yeah, but of the two, the government is a slightly lesser evil.
Yeah, the two. The two different entities. You know, despite making up like 1% of our society, millionaires commit about 50% of being a senator. So sure,
true.
This is a democracy where anybody can get elected, and there's not fucking.
I'm literally gonna look up how many.
I believe I took that from a graph that I just looked at.
How many? Not senators. House of Representatives.
Yeah. I may have been talking about the House of Representatives. Anyway, we know that only rich people are in the fucking Senate. Or mostly rich people.
Yeah, I feel like the House it's a little easier to get elected to the House, so I think that'll be a better one. Majority are millionaires, so it's more than 50%.
Once you've read any Marx, everybody talking about the economy seems like a fucking moron.
Oh my God! List of current members of the United States by wealth.
Because they're supposed to. You're taught to be a moron because you're taught in a capitalist system. You're taught capitalist economics.
Oh my God!
And what a surprise! Economists agree with their own rules.
It's past 50 because all the way down to how many House members are there? 457.
435, 436.
Yeah, it's also it's fucking insane. Because the 50th is worth 10.7 million. So there's no way. And the article right before that said a majority. So 60% or something like that are millionaires.
Yeah, but Russia's an oligarchy, right?
Yeah, Russia's the issue.
That's it. The central thing that like liberals are like, well, all these America's not perfect, but at least we have freedom. The right to go into a little room and press a button does not constitute democracy. That lever's got to be connected to something. That switch has to be wired into something that actually changes something when you pull that switch. And
also, if you had freedom, do drugs. Do drugs.
They might stop you from doing some of the
free.
cooler ones.
It's free though. Like you have the freedom. Do drugs. Fuck your sister. It's free.
Yeah. Just freedom is the best thing.
Buy a prostitute. You have freedom, right?
The American government.
Once somebody wants to sell...
Nightmarishly evil. The Cuban government, probably Nightmarishly Evil too. I'm a little bit biased because I do like it when those guys win. And the Cuban Revolution back in the 50s was unequivocal. Support that. But
They are
Cuban
underdogs.
Revolution bad. But why is healthcare definitely worth less than the right to vote?
Oh my God.
Let me. Why in Cuba they eliminated mother to child age transition? They've got cancer vaccines. They export doctors all over the place. They have a higher life expectancy than us. You get to go in a little room and vote for a guy who either loses or doesn't do anything, though. So you are more free than a Cuban.
And also, what have you actually changed through voting that is meant? I mean, there's like 4 things that have been changed by voting, and 9 times out of 10 they weren't changed by voting. They were changed by people marching in the streets, burning shit down, doing all this stuff until finally people are like, fucking, we'll put it on the ballot. We'll finally put it on the ballot because it's just not on the ballot right now.
Exactly. Yeah. The thing that's been sold by the American government has been like, freedom is a yes or no thing. If we give you the right to vote, then you have freedom, and all this shit's your fault now, and you wanted it this way, and we can't give you health care because if we did, then you wouldn't have that thing called freedom.
You wouldn't have freedom. Oh, America is
But
very good.
am I free to fucking take 2 weeks off a year? I mean, I am, because I'm a piece of shit yuppie. But are most Americans free to have more than 2 weeks off a year?
No.
Are most Americans free to spend time with their newborn fucking child? No, they got to go back to work.
Yeah, like America does a great job at pushing the burden of responsibility onto the consumer instead of the people making the fucking laws. Like they're like, oh, the individual needs to recycle. The individual, it's your fault.
Your
and
job,
it's like,
yes.
no, you created.
You left the water running while you brushed your. That's what they told me in fucking. middle
I know,
school.
it's ridiculous.
You don't leave the water running while you brush your teeth. I'm going to continue belching carbon monoxide out of my car. I'm going to burn half a goddamn Stegosaurus on my way to buy eggs because there's no public transit, and zoning is fucked in America because everyone's afraid of the blacks.
And also, these giant corporations are literally producing these fucking just insane amounts of plastic, and they're like, well, you're an asshole if
For
you put that
buying.
plastic in the wrong bin. You're being a dick. But like, what about every other country? Almost every other first world country has, if you made this plastic, you are responsible for cleaning up this plastic. You can make a profit off of it, but then you gotta pick it up, dude.
Those countries only get to be that cool because we're this shitty.
That's fair. All right, I think we're gonna end it on that. Buy our shit. I'm going to rip that soundbite from this episode of us doing a great job plugging a bunch of shit. I'm just going to toss that into our later episodes.
Actually, that's a good idea.
And our previous
But
episodes,
not after
too.
August 7th.
No, just up until August 7th. But bye, folks. And I'll probably put this soundbite right afterwards. So stick around and listen to stuff you should
built the
buy.
cities where they trade, dug the mines and built the workshops, endless miles of railroad laid.
You should come
Except-
check out my new car.